Hi everyone. Today's smartphone tutorial is about organizing your home screen for simplicity and just how to find your apps, where to put your apps, and how to move things around. Like I said, just to make it as easy for you as possible. I've seen a lot of people with apps spread out all over their home screens, unorganized, and it just makes things a little bit more difficult. I've done this many times myself, so I will show you how to organize after we see what's going on with Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. Oh, the red carpet for her concert film. Interesting. Okay. So on this screen is my Google. A lot of Android phones. Again, every phone is a little bit different. However, usually to the far left is you get your Google feed. So I'm just going to swipe it to the right. And here we are with my first page. You can add many pages. I have 2, 3, 4. And there we go. I would just press on it to add more. But as you can see, my apps are scattered everywhere. There's no real rhyme or reason to why they are where they are. For example, I have duplicate Chromes, which is unnecessary. You'll notice the bottom 3 do not move. Those are stationary. So those would be the apps that you use most often. Normally you would have your phone to make a call. As you see, that is missing here in my main page here. So we'll adjust that. Again, more random stuff. And some of these I don't even use. So I don't need them there. So I am going to go through this and simplify it to what would be best for me. And you can do the same with the apps that you like. So first of all, let's remove the duplicate. We're going to press and hold the desirable one. Remember, this is heat sensitive, not pressure sensitive. So you don't need to press hard necessarily. Just not with your nail. And once you start moving it, on most Android phones, you'll simply see a remove at the very top. Got it. Now, I'm not removing this app from my phone completely. I'm simply removing it from my home screen. The question is, do I want Chrome in my main bar where it doesn't move? Yes. I'm going to put it right there for now, right where it was actually. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my my phone call button so I can actually make calls with this phone. In order to do that, there's a couple of ways. A lot of Androids is swiping up to give you the full library of apps. So it can be a little bit different for every phone, but generally that's what it will be. And if you have it organized in its default setting, I believe it is alphabetical. So there is my phone button right there. So I'm going to press and hold it. I'm going to move it slightly just to trigger it coming to here. Now I can put it anywhere in here. I can bring it over different screens. I can make a new screen if I wanted to. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to bring it back. And obviously you can see the cancel button if you change your mind, but I'm going to bring it down to the main one, to the far left. Let's see if I can sneak it in here. Yes. That's the most common place you would have it. But again, it's completely up to you. The idea is to make this as simple as possible. I'm happy with those 4 down there. If you're a heavy WhatsApp user, you could put WhatsApp down there. All right, next up, there's my text messaging. Normally I would have that in my main 4. I don't use this phone for text messaging, but I would have that down there. So I could press and hold it and bring it down. I think there is a limit to 4. So let's see what happens when I try to put a 5th one. No more room at the end. So then I could simply move this up, hold this one down, and just bring it here. There we go. Now to keep it clean, I don't need them at the top. I don't need them all over the place. Clock, if you use it often, you're setting alarms a lot and you want it on your first page, I can just bring it closer to the bottom. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos and you want easier access to that, you can have it there. This I'll just move down here to keep it nice and clean. And Yahoo Fantasy, currently not using it. Tis not the season for fantasy football, so I am simply, see, now we can see the uninstall option. Probably the reason why we didn't come up for Chrome, it might be built into my phone. So now removing it doesn't delete it from the phone, just from the home page. Uninstall means it completely removes the app from the phone. I'm still going to need to use it, so I will simply remove it. Let's move on to the next page. Weather network. Sure, I like to know the weather. Never a bad idea. However, I don't need it way up in no man's land. Again, you're just heat sensitive. You're just moving it around. This is pretty gently actually with my finger, and I'm going to bring it over to the main page. I might be able to get this all in one page. I may not even need extra pages. So let me put it there for now. Let me go back, swiping by. LinkedIn, I use often enough, so we can bring that down to an open spot there. Indeed, job searching, I don't need this on the page right now, so I'm going to not install. I'm just going to remove it. Indigo Neo, that's when I was visiting certain people that lived at apartment buildings. I'd have to pay for parking. I don't do a lot of that anymore. I'm just not friends with them anymore. It just didn't work out. Just kidding. I just don't travel to that particular place. And so I'm going to remove that as well. And settings. You know, settings isn't a bad one to have, but again, I don't need it on its own page all by itself. Let me simply move it with everything else. Acorn TV. It's one of the streaming services. A lot of British TV. It's wonderful. And I'll put that on the main page as well, which leaves maps all by itself. And I do use GPS maps. So there we go. Again, this is organized for me. You can put less apps. You can put more apps. It really depends on your habits. If you can have it so basic where you literally just have talking and texting, these two at the bottom, and the rest is clean. If you don't use anything else, there's really no reason for them to be there. Randomizer. This is just a silly app. We don't need that. I'm actually going to install that. It's not like I can't get it again. If I need it and wants to confirm, make sure you're making the right decision here. Yes, I do not want that app. Uninstalled. Done. There we have it. So now I just have one screen with the 4 most common apps and 8 other ones that I use frequently. And that's it. Nice and clean. I don't even have to, I could probably remove this screen. Home settings, you press and hold that. You can change certain settings in here as well. Your icon size, how many rows, lock screen layout. So I can see lock home screen layout. There we go. Icons and widgets will be locked in place. I can't move them. That's okay with me. See, now I can't move it. So if you have a habit of just accidentally touching and moving it around, that's sometimes what happens. It's just you're pressing it for too long and you're moving your finger. So if you want to prevent that, you can use that setting and it locks it all in place. And you can simply go into those home setting again right there and turn that off if you prefer. But there you go. Just a little video on organizing your home screen. We can get into some other things later, like wallpaper, widgets, and more personalized options. Thanks for tuning in today. And again, if you're in the Ottawa area and would like a one-on-one smartphone tutorial or to go over your telecom bills, anything like that, smart TV, don't hesitate to reach out to the information provided. Thanks very much. Have a great day.